Let's talk a little bit more about drugs. Not things you hear from your second grade math teacher. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, then suddenly a equals e equals mc squared, a equals e, math equals meth. Let's talk a little bit more about bugs, thugs, and death. Because isn't that all that we have left? Not things you hear from your second grade meth teacher. The protagonist of every story is a human, even if it's a dog or a tree. We give it traits to think, to human, to talk, like a machine. But suddenly our protagonist, even wind, breath, or air, cannot do without having the mammal DNA to spare. We should talk about ecstasy and red light, sweaty guitar on the stage, a popular face getting loved by hands like a gland serenade. We should talk about feelings under a microscope, locked inside a cage. We should write stories about a protagonist that hasn't been born, torn between how the constant messages on TV tell us that all the good stories are written. But the protagonist has always had our empathy. Now, what if our protagonist was a simple, the fundamental basic who has been wasted like pennies? I guess we can still personify to make sense of the human mind, but made both the enemy and the journey, the hero, the zero, and everything in between. What am I talking about? Well, welcome to the quantum level. Here you meet me. I am the atom, the unbearable soul, a tight rip in his hole, not an element any longer because we cannot accept the unrevealed. Humans write about me in all their stories, but I'm never veiled or sailed. I'm everywhere, and just judging by my formation, you look at me like an entirely new creation, but I beg you, that's discrimination. So it hurts when you people write sad poetry about quote-unquote everything, because I put together lots of beautiful things. Where's the appreciation? And no one's ever written a story about me. Can't you see I can't quit my job, never destroyed or created? But I have to admit, some days I just want to get wasted and join up with some more of me. You don't even credit the incredible, believable, organic magic, C10, H10, 15N, mix some hydrocarbons, a little bit of nitrogen, out and in, and let's talk about our science teachers. Let's talk more about me, the particle. I'm inside of him and you hate him, but please don't hate me. I'm lovely. I make up all the things that you worry about. Maybe not dreams or love, but the planets and the stars, but the world and the leaves. So please, I beg, can someone write a story about me? In the end, I do have ultimate control. Start the universe with a bang, I can even take the toll. But then you take me and split me apart, destroy me in quest it's my fault for ever beginning a universe that has the ability to bomb. You're thinking, it's a little bit off. Our many hands can levitate sandbags, but our eyes can only droop down so low. Our words can fold over our heads before they transform to be like dominoes, knocking each other over, stumbling, tripping row by row. I've been the written, the published, but I've never been the protagonist. Just one, just me, a particle. Soon, maybe you'll see me in the movies, please?